Hello, this is Marine Knight. This is my first video on hunters. I've had a lot of requests recently on strategies, advice for hunter, PvP, and arena. So I'm making this video, and hopefully it'll help people out. Whether you're just starting out or can't break 16, 1700, whatever you're trying to do. This should help out. This is gonna be a general one. I'll make more with specs, stuff like that, but this one's gonna be a generic one. I'm going to start with talents. I use survival. I believe this is the best one. You can get my exact tree off of WoW Armory. But I'm just going to go over some of the stuff that some hunters miss and will actually help them in arenas. The first thing that a lot of people miss is entrapment. I'm not going to go through and read them all because it'd take a lot of time, but you guys can just go look it up. Entrapment's necessary, and a lot of PvE hunters won't have that, so when they try and go into PvP, they'll miss it. Another big one is survival tactics. Helps you get your disengage cooldown down, which is a good thing. Resourcefulness. This is also very useful. Reduces your cooldown of traps. Point of no escape is useful because you're going to be kiting your enemies over the traps, and that'll help you out a lot. I got some points in marksman. Like I said, you can look up my spec on WoW Armory. Moving on, glyphs. Wrong tab. I use explosive shot, disengage, and aim shot. I think those are all pretty necessary in arenas. Minor glyphs, we don't really have too much options, so just go with whatever. Glyph of Scare Beast is useful though because you can fear feral druids. A lot of people miss that too. I use a discipline priest in my 2s team. As you can see here, we're rated 21-31, so we're doing pretty good this season. I think priests are the best healers for hunters, but that doesn't mean you can't get another healer to work. So, just do whatever you like, whatever you know the best to play with. Like I said, I just think priests are best because the CCs between the two classes and the outlasting ability is just incredible. So, find a good healer. That's the first thing you need because it doesn't matter what you do. If your healer's not up to par with you, you're going to be struggling some. For my gear, I use the Deadly main set, and all my offset is Relentless. I also use the Tier 1 Relentless weapons. For trinkets, I use the Battlemaster's Rage for the 4600 health effect, which is necessary if you're going to take arenas seriously, and the Titan Forge Room of Determination for the attack power and the insignia effect. Gems, I go for the Stam approach. I pretty much gem for straight stam, hence my 32,000 or 30,200 health with priest buffs. I don't know if you guys have ever met a hunter with 30,000 health, but it's a scary thing in arenas when they're doing good damage to boot. So I go for the stam approach. I know a lot of people go for straight agility for the extra damage, but I mean, what's the point of doing more damage if you're going to get 3-shotted by a warrior? So that's what I do. Then it's a little more to finish up this basic tutorial. I think Night Elves are great for arenas because you got the Shadow Meld Feign Death combo. I know a lot of people know about this already, but again, this is just a basic thing to help people out. Shadow Meld and Feign Death are good if you're about to die because it makes it so that people untarget you. So if they're about to get off that killing immolate or whatever, it won't affect you. Disengage. This is self-explanatory too. The idea is to get them over your traps and disengage around them and kite them around. Kiting is necessary for hunters. You just got to get used to it, get comfortable with it, learn to run behind the pillars in the arenas if you're about to get shot at, so they can't hurt you. Set the trap down and just keep kiting around it, and that'll keep you safe. Generally, if you're getting targeted, you're doing something wrong. Most teams I find will go for my healer and not me, which lets me just sit open and shoot, which is their first big mistake. Trank shot. This is another big one that people miss. Trank shot, every time it's up, it will take off hots, it will take off buffs, it will take off everything. It can even get off stuff such as Blessing of Protection and Pain Suppression, even Innervate. It can't touch Ice Block, but almost anything you can think of it can take off. Pet, I use a wolf already, as you guys can see. I have the Heart of the Phoenix for the instant res, and the Furious Howl for the attack power buff. I also have Dash, so I can have him go and, stop the healers from drinking. Again, my spec can be found in Law Armory. This is going to conclude my first video. I'm going to be making some more. I'll cover some more in-depth strategies versus certain combinations, advanced gear, number crunching, stuff like that. So hopefully this will help you guys out. Thanks for watching.
And your voice was all I heard that